Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, the swamp, where they say only Gators get out alive. And that seems to be even more true if it's under the lights. And that's where Florida is for this opener at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium as Florida will christen a new season tonight. The Gators ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Bringing it out. Strikes the blow. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Back to throw, it's Childs. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Dances away to buy time. Got his man.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game because of all the different ways they can attack you and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not... Footage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. All kinds of running room. Obliterates him, still on the move. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Getting some heat. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Got his man on the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You throw the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Moore will throw. Quickly complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. What a snag by the defense. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's...
Running toward the tape. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He's taking the shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he breaks into the open. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Giving him his pads. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Moore to the air. Fires to the right. Pass on the way. It's kicked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Nice move to keep running.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Second down after that incompletion. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The Ducks are on the move. Moore will throw. Gonna take a shot. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Got him downfield. Got room at the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Ducks want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buying some time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Moore to the air. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Dickey. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important. Get some cushion for the punt team. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense facing 4th down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And it's 4th down, but with this time on the clock, why wouldn't you give it one more play before halftime? The completion well past the sticks. A little excitement there to wrap up the 1st half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just steamrolling his way through. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hand.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back, past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks!
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And he makes the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Dumps it to the back. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's going to fire deep. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 28 to USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still
going for it all. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 30. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Moore will throw. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Robinson. And the returner will be knocked down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Throwing right. Complete downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Moore to the air. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably so.
He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Gator! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.